Hello and welcome back to JBCTR. And today, Christmas has come early as Noble Chairs have kindly sent me a Epic Series chair, but this is a special edition. So this one is the Mercedes F1 AMG Petronas, bit of a mouthful, special edition Epic Series chair. Now, it isn't often that I film in here in my study, which is where I kind of spend my entire life right now. So I work from home, I do all my video editing from home, I do everything here. And recently, Noble Chairs sent me this chair, and it's brilliant. It has been absolutely fantastic. However, as you can see, we have two desks, because there's two of us working here, and one of the desks has a dining chair. And unfortunately, we've been sort of alternating on the dining chair for the past year because it's not that great for your back. So Noble Chairs sent us out free of charge just to fill that void. And I'm actually kind of intrigued to see how it compares to this one. So without further ado, let's get in the box and see what we get.
I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh.
So that is everything out of the box, and I must admit, assembly looks to be exactly the same as this thing. The only difference, which is a very good thing, is that on the base, which is a bit of a beast, they have attached both arms, which is quite nice. Strangely, on the Hero series, when it was delivered, I only had one arm attached, and I don't really understand why they did that, because it didn't seem necessary for packaging. And clearly they've taken note and changed it, so that should save me a bit of time. But anyway, let's get it built. Right, and before we get started, I thought I'd run you through what you get. So obviously you get these for the base. This is your tilting mechanism for your chair. That's the bottom of your chair, that's the top of your chair. You get a couple of covers, which will cover the mechanism on the side. They go there. Little sort of hockey stick shaped things there to the paddles that go underneath. Gas canister, the little cover for the gas canister, so it looks a little bit nicer. Oh, and apparently that breaks, so make sure you don't lose them. Your bolts, you also get these fancy pillows and some straps. The Mercedes Petronas one, actually, really like that decal. That looks really, really nice. And then on the headrest, you also get the Mercedes logo there. I like these, but day to day I found them quite difficult to live with on my chair. As you can see, I use the bottom one. That fits quite nicely. And actually on the Epic series, these straps will fit better because they can go through these loops here and underneath. So that actually, this one might work better on this new Epic series. But I kind of wish they'd use memory foam. But otherwise, the material on them is really nice. Yeah. Right, let's build it. Let's do it. And there we have it, built. And I must admit, this thing shares a lot of the same characteristics as my Epic series. So this was obviously the black edition, which was when they brought out the new PU leather, which I really like because it's not actual leather, but it feels really nice and it's soft and it's very comfy. That was a bit weird. Never mind. This has the same PU leather throughout, so everywhere that is black is PU leather, and it feels exactly the same as this, unsurprisingly. You've also got these carbon inlays, and they feel okay. Yeah, they're not as nice as the PE leather, but they look great. And I really like the AMG Petronas logo up there. And I love the fact they have removed the weird Mercedes logo down that went all the way down like your spine on last year's model. So I think it looks much cleaner like this. You would also have seen me putting on this backrest, and as I said, on this chair, as we don't have these bits here, I have a real issue with where to put it, and it's just sort of like stretched and it's a bit weird. Good to see on the Epic series, this cushion actually fits much better, and you can even pull it up and down and get it exactly right. And you're also not putting a strain on these bad boys. So from a looks perspective, it looks banging. How about from a seat perspective? Now, I must admit, going from one to the other, this feels actually a whole lot smaller. I must admit, on their website, the Epic series certainly looks bigger than this chair, but as you can see, it isn't. I actually feel quite hemmed in on this one, whereas this one feels like more of a throne. I quite like it. One thing I would say is actually, I don't think I like the backrest on this one. I definitely do on there. Let's remove it and see how we get on. Yeah, so this chair actually feels a whole lot better without the strange backrest. And actually, I tried it with a headrest or neckrest, whatever you want to call it, and I actually prefer it without that as well. But I guess all these things are personal preference. So there we have it. That is the new Noble Chairs Epic series by Mercedes, Petronas, AMG Formula One team. And yes, that is the longest name for a chair I think I've ever seen. But despite that, I think it looks really cool. If the build quality of this one is anything to go by, this will be exactly the same. It's the same materials, slightly different design, but I see no issues as to why it wouldn't last. And actually, for the few short moments that I've spent on it so far, it's been very comfortable. As I mentioned in the review of this one, it solved all my back problems and everything. So yeah, we'll leave it there. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, tech, car content, whatever, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. There goes a sight from my soul.